Hello and welcome to Beyond the Blog, Smarter AI for Senior Living Marketing. And we're going to discover 5 powerful ways for senior living marketers to use AI to streamline operations, personalize your outreach, and drive better results. But we're going to go beyond just content writing. So let's dive in and start talking about the hot topic of AI. We're going to go over today who we are, how you can rethink AI, what it can really do for you, what you should know before diving in, and then we're going to talk about 5 real ways to use AI that don't involve writing blogs. But first off, who are we? I'm Katie Holt. I'm the founder and lead Smart Girl at Smart Girl Digital. I am a marketing nerd. I've been in sales and marketing for over 15 years, and I've worked with operators. I've been on the operator side, on the agency side, and on the consultant side. And today I am passionate about serving senior living operators in their digital marketing strategy. I also have Sarah. Say hi, Sarah.
Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah Sheridan. I'm a lead client strategist here at Smart Girl. I've been in senior living for the past decade plus, and I've had the opportunity to work on the operator side, vendor side, and now on the agency side, supporting clients with digital strategies. So glad to be here today.
All right. Well, Sarah, I'm so excited to dive in talking about AI for senior living marketing because there's so much going on. It's moving so fast paced. Do you have any AI hot takes off the jump here before we dive into the content?
No, I think everyone is just trying to understand. We hear so often, like, how do we even start with AI? So, hope to walk through some really tactical ways to just dip your toes in the AI pond today, but still see some great results.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, absolutely. Like, where do we start? The AI has just been everywhere for like the last 2+ years. It has really just been adopted like crazy. I think that's some of the things that I've really looked at and went, wow, so many organizations, especially marketers, are adopting AI. According to Gartner here, nearly 2/3 of organizations are using generative AI across multiple business functions. So the AI is everywhere, but I also think it's important for us to be intentional about how we look at AI, and we're constantly learning what generative AI means, what AI agent means, all the fun new language that's coming out around using AI. So, as you think about your AI strategy, here are some things to think about where AI can help support your strategy. One is generating better leads, creating more meaningful follow-up, and creating efficiencies that give you time back in your relationship building. So lots of really fun ways to use AI, but I do think a lot of people are thinking of AI in the generative AI or content generation kind of realm, which is why we really want to dive into ideas that go beyond just content generation and writing blogs. So before diving into AI, we are a big strategy first team. We want to know what the strategy is, and you want to have a strategy around adopting AI. Sure, you can be testing and kind of exploring the different functionalities of AI tools that are out there or AI functions that are in some of your existing platforms. But as you start to be intentional about implementing AI at scale in your organization, think about what the strategy is. Set clear goals, match your AI tools to your strategy and not the other way around, and then invest in training your team. AI only works when people know how to use it. And there's a lot of experimentation going on out there. And a lot of that is changing as we're talking. As we're recording this today, it will probably change by the time you're watching it. And that's okay. That's a fun part of how fast AI is developing.
Yeah, and I think, Katie, it's safe to say that like no one has AI nailed down 100% completely, check the box right now because it is evolving so quickly. And so I think it's just really important to stay open-minded, to be open to testing and optimizing and have just a student mentality around the whole AI integration because it is going to change, it is going to evolve, and not anyone is not doing it 100% perfectly right now.
Exactly, exactly. And even in the digital marketing world, digital marketing, there's multiple right ways to do your digital marketing strategy. And AI is at the very precipice, the very beginning of what it can do. And we're all learning at rapid pace. So, yes, I love that. Be open to learning, and testing and optimizing is always a great step. Makes it exciting but scary all at the same time. So, I'm really excited to dive in, Sarah, to these five really tactical and tangible ways to think about using AI that is more than just content generation. So going beyond just writing blogs.
Yeah,
So,
me too, Katie. And I know we all love AI and our chatbot for creating content, helping craft emails, helping write, edit, and um, align content with our brand. And that is a huge, huge benefit of AI. But we're going to talk about some ways to use AI beyond just the generative content part of it. So, number one, we're going to share some ideas here and also share some prompts that you can use when using these AI goals. So, number one is competitive research. In the past, competitive research could be a very timely um, project where you are maybe reaching out, secret shopping, having to do a lot of online research to understand what your competitors are doing well or maybe not doing well, and being able to frame your marketing messaging around those gaps and competitor offerings. But today with AI can really do a lot of that competitor research for you. So they can scan other websites, reviews, ads, they can put together pricing, amenities, services, comparisons, and they can do this all very quickly for you. So this matters is because when you know what your where you stand out in the market, and where maybe you have some competitors who have offerings that are above or below yours, you can really identify in your marketing message what those objections are and address them directly in messaging. So make sure that you know what those are and that you can, in your messaging positioning and strategies, really identify them very quickly. So, a very simple prompt here is list the top senior living communities in your city and state based on online reviews and visibility.
yes, this can be so powerful. One of the tools that I love doing, using for this, Sarah, is the Chat GPT Deep Research. I don't know if you've played around with that, but it's incredible how much that deep research functionality will like go out and into the web and really get some really insightful information about local competition.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's great, Katie. And I know that I have found, I think a question I get asked often is like, do I need to pay for whatever the chat platform is? And you don't have to, but I do find that paying for the next level up does give you a little bit more deeper intel into the research being done, and just make sure that you're using the most um, highest technology out there. So I always lean towards, if you can't afford it and build it into your budget, yes, go ahead and pay for the paid version versus the free version of some of these tools.
Absolutely. And some tools will be better for certain things than others, but for competitive research, that Chat GPT deep research functionality has been very interesting.
Awesome. So, and kind of going along the same analysis track here, um, your CRM can kind of be like such a treasure of data that can give you key insights into objections, reasons for lost leads, or maybe like even high converting keywords or messaging. But it takes a lot of time to dig through all that data to find all the trends. And so that's another area where AI can do some of that analysis for you. It can analyze not only your CRM data, but also looking at calls, emails, and activity logs to find common trends and drop off points in the sales journey. So Um, this is important for marketers because it helps you understand your lead behavior and where those bottlenecks are in the sales process. It also allows you to create really targeted, personalized messaging if you're hearing common trends among conversations with your sales team. So, if dining per se is something that comes up very often in conversations as an objection, you can really create messaging in your marketing efforts around what your dining program is and isn't, and help overcome some of those objections through your marketing plan. So, um, this can also be very helpful to prioritize high value leads and make sure your sales team is spending time with the leads that are more likely to convert, and then allowing your marketing team to nurture the leads who need more time or are just not ready yet. So, great prompt example here is what type of leads tend to disengage and at what stage does this usually happen? This is just one of many prompts that can be used to analyze your CRM data and find better insights into your sales process.
Absolutely. And a lot of the CRMs right now are implementing different levels of AI to summarize prospect record, contact records and conversations. But external AI tools can actually like dig deeper and kind of summarize the larger data set across all of your leads and find some of those trends. So um, I love that the CRMs are putting AI like right in the interface to help sales teams with analyzing these prospect records, but the other tools coming on the market kind of dig a little bit deeper and kind of help raise up some of those trends. So lots of great insights here with your CRM data.
Yeah. Agreed. So, kind of staying on the sales side of things, something that in this industry is so important and impactful to help move kind of a conversation from being just transactional, but really moving it into a relational, conversational is creative and personalized follow up. So, this can be anything from a handwritten note after talking with a prospect and family member, or a personalized gift, or maybe even just thoughtful email written to address some of the conversation that you've had. So, it really allows you to create that personalized outreach at scale without losing the human touch. And I think this is where a lot of us are grappling with AI, is because we don't want to lose that human touch, personality, empathy that is so necessary when we are selling and marketing in senior living, because we're not here selling socks or TVs. We are really selling a whole lifestyle change for yourself or a loved one. And so it can be very intimidating to integrate AI because you don't want it to appear robotic and you don't want to lose personalization. But I think there is ways for AI to work as an assistant to you. Um, Obviously, AI should support your strategy and not the other way around. But I think for personalized follow up and creative follow up, AI can definitely kind of serve as an assistant to help generate some ideas and even find and search online for different gifts or resources that can be incorporated in creative follow up. So it just helps, build trust and keep your community top of mind. It helps overcome emotional objections that may have come up in the conversation with your prospect or family member. And then it does help shorten the sales cycle when you can make each touch point really thoughtful. So, just an example here is maybe someone came in and they were a golfer, and they love golf and that's their passion. So, you want to create a really personalized gift based on golf, and that's just a very generic example. But you could have ChatGPT research gifts for you. So, the process mentioned they love golf. Suggest three small, thoughtful gifts under $20 that a sales advisor could send as follow up. So again, it's not taking the personalization out. It's just helping save time and helping kind of serve as your assistant when you are doing, um, some of this creative follow up. So I know sales teams are busy. At the end of the day, it's hard to kind of get in that space to do the research, and Chat GPT or AI tools can certainly help with this.
And that's what I love about this example, Sarah, is that sales team members and community team members are stretched thin. And at the end of the day, if, you've had a bunch of conversations or tours and you still have to get that personal touch out, sometimes they're just mentally exhausted, and leveraging AI to be kind of that second brain to like suggest some ideas, do some of that research, and make it a little bit easier. You still get to pick the gift that you send. You can still write a note. You could ask AI to help write a little note, but there's so many human touch points in this example that doesn't take away what AI is doing to help kind of lift that mental load, and get creative.
Yes, for sure. And don't tell anyone this, Katie, but I use it for my own personal gift giving, and I think it has made me a better gift giver. So I definitely would encourage our sales teams to rely on AI and integrate AI and for personalized follow up. So we also, as marketers, know how important it is that we have a positive online reputation. And so keeping up with reviews and understanding what families are saying or criticizing or praising takes a lot of time, and AI can help do this for you. So if you have a portfolio with, a large number of communities, or even if it's just one or two communities, having AI analyzing your online reviews and helping to identify where there is trends and praise or concerns and group that by category can really help you very quickly pivot and address concerns that you're seeing, and then also acknowledge what you're doing well and create testimonials for future efforts. So this matters because you really want to use those reviews to kind of turn it into storytelling opportunities. And if you can identify what those trends are, you can very quickly pivot in your marketing messaging to address any concerns or highlight anything that is going well. So I think where I see AI helping here is to kind of analyze those reviews to identify the praise or negative trends that you're seeing. But it's also great for then taking those reviews and creating testimonials or pulling stories from the reviews that can be used in future marketing materials. So, just a prompt example here is analyze reviews for any reoccurring negative comments that may indicate a systematic issue. AI can also flag you when there are trends out there. Um, but I think that's a great place to just start with, is looking for the trends in your online reviews by community, brand, region, however you want to best group that.
Yep. I think getting that online sentiment can be really valuable. You mentioned here reviews, social media comments, and just other places. We talk a lot about Google reviews being really important, but people are leaving reviews about your communities in other places. So AI can go out and gather that, and kind of pull all those sentiments together to highlight those areas of opportunity where there may be something that needs to be addressed operationally, but also I love highlighting those testimonials and those stories of the impact, the positive impact that communities are having on families' lives. So I think this has a lot of merit here, Sarah, in terms of like leveraging AI to kind of help simplify and manage online sentiment around communities.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We love to see those good reviews come in and celebrate when they do. But negative reviews are also an opportunity to show prospects that you are listening and responding and addressing family concerns in real time. So, um, yeah, I think this is another great opportunity to start with AI to save time and improve your online reputation. So, the fifth way we have here is with your email data. Email campaigns and outreach are still a strong channel for nurturing and reaching your prospects and families. Um, But for a lot of us who are sending very regular email communication and nurturing campaigns, it can be hard to keep up with all of the data around your emails. So, AI is a great way to help analyze some of those email campaigns to identify what's truly working and what's not working. AI can review performance. It can highlight best performing subject lines, what kind of content is engaged with most, and what send times are best. And it can really recommend personalized strategies by audience segment so that you are delivering the right message to the right audience at the right time. And for a lot of us who are, regularly sending emails, it can be difficult to step outside of that whirlwind and take the time to do all of the analysis needed. So this really can help marketing teams by allowing them to tailor content and timing based on actual audience behavior in real time. It can help them increase engagement and conversions through real time data insights. And what I love is that it can help you look and even generate ideas for content by seeing, okay, what type of content gets the most engagement? Is that events? Is that blog articles? Is that letters from the executive director? That way you are solely sending content that your audience engages with and wants to read. So a great prompt example here is based on click activity and engagement metrics, identify what types of email content resonates most with our senior living audience. Recommend 3 new content themes to test next month. So again, it's helping do that analysis for you, but also helping serve as an assistant to generating new creative content ideas. So this is another area that AI can certainly help. Katie, I don't know if you have any examples of how you've analyzed data for email campaigns, but I know we do this all of the time with our campaigns that we are running.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So data analysis, I think, is one of the best uses of AI, especially when you have large data sets, right? So when you're working with like a multiple location organization and a lot of the work that we do around automated drip campaigns where sometimes these campaigns aren't intended to be changed every single month. They're intended to be kind of a foundational support of the sales process, and so that the content's evergreen, but being able to leverage a deep dive analysis on which emails are making the most impact and advancing a prospect in the sales process, AI has been really helpful at analyzing that large data set across a portfolio, and then being able to deep dive into the community specific nuances, because even in a large operator's portfolio, the same series of emails and the same content isn't going to resonate in the same ways. So it allows you to kind of take those large data sets, analyze it at kind of that executive corporate portfolio level, but then also dig in individually and find we've often find ideas and things that maybe we didn't catch when we've been doing, more human analysis, which we do the human analysis. We look at the AI suggestions and analysis and see, like add that deductive reasoning in there so that when we're making recommendations to our clients on what should be optimized and kind of what our plans are to try to hone in those drip campaigns, that AI has the AI data analysis has really brought to light some interesting insights that we've been able to explore, and we haven't taken all of the insights, but it's certainly highlighted a few areas that we can help improve performance for our clients.
Yeah, and I agree, Katie. Great point on analysis across your portfolio. I think sometimes we find, okay, one community is doing something that's working really well that can be implemented across other communities who are having maybe that same issue or need help on a certain care level. So yeah, again, I think you can start small with this and then definitely go further and deeper into analysis based on your community needs. So
Absolutely. Well, and these all 5 of these are just ideas to start with, right? Like, nothing says you have to go do all of these things today. Just pick one of these ideas that seems interesting, that seems attainable, seems comfortable to start testing and playing around with AI, because AI could be your analyst, your assistant, and your strategist, but you want to use it intentionally. And you want to use it with that human perspective of what's going on in the real world, what's really happening within your organization, and what's really going on at the community level. So, always want to have the human touch. We always want to have a strategy first approach, but there's so many opportunities with AI. I will add that the prompts that Sarah went over for each of these ideas, we are going to have a resource for you to download below this video and in our vault so that you can take those prompts as a starting place if you're looking to try to test out any of these ideas for how to use AI beyond blog writing. Also, just want to let anybody know if you have questions about AI and your marketing strategy, or you just have questions about your digital strategy, Sarah and I are available for a quick chat. So feel free to book a call, schedule some time to chat with us. Happy to share our experience, our insights, and some of the ways that we approach doing digital marketing for the senior living industry. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Bye.